Is that right? Let me know if I need to do something different. Technology is not my best friend. Okay, so my special guest tonight, as you guys can see, is Cheyenne Weable. So I wanted to introduce her. She is our diamond, our amazing diamond upline. She is my sponsor. We have known each other forever and ever and ever. We look younger than we ever have, but we've known each other for a really long time. So I want to introduce her. Oh, hi, Carrie. We were just talking about Thanksgiving. I was like, my poor Canadians, they have theirs in October. So they're not full of turkey and ham right now, but they have a lot of snow. So we'll do the trade outs. So let me introduce Cheyenne. Like I was telling you guys, she's our diamond upline, and she is going into, well, she's at 5.5 years right now of Plexus, going into her 6th year when she starts in 2019, when we start in January. So crazy that almost 6 years ago, brought us all together. And it really put a lot of people back into our lives that we may have not seen in a while. So I want to introduce her and bring her on. I put down a couple of questions, and you guys are welcome to, if you have anything, just let me know and pop up. But I have a couple of questions that I personally wanted to ask her, just to see where we're at now with the business and how things are going, and especially gearing up for this next year. So now that you're going into almost your 6th year in Plexus, tell everyone what your top business tip would be at this time.
So, hey y'all, Cilla, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it so much. So my top business tip, especially for this time of year when things are crazy and we feel like we can't do one more thing right in our day with getting ready for all the holidays, and our kids are crazy busy, we're crazy busy. My biggest tip is to plan out your week on Sunday nights. So I have this sheet that Brooke Hemingway and Emily Gibson have, and I can give it to Priscilla and she can upload it. But basically, it's decide, commit, succeed. It's, instead of doing 5, 3, 1, it's 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. So, and what that is 10 minutes of personal growth. So here's mine for this week. It's filled out. I don't have to think about who to reach out to. I don't have to think about what to post. I don't have to think about any of that. I already have it. I already spent literally, y'all, 20 minutes tonight figuring out what I needed to do for this week. So the first 10 is your 10 minutes of personal growth. I'm starting this book, H3 Leadership, and so that's going to be my 10 minutes every morning this week. And then you're going to have 5 new reach outs. And remember, on those new reach outs, you don't have to put Plexus on them. You can talk to them about Plexus, but you can also just talk to them about life in general, what is going on. And then 2, follow up with 2 current ambassadors or customers. And then 3, follow up with 3 potentials. Okay, so those are your potentials are going to be the people you're really talking to about Plexus. Of course, you want to, ask them how their Thanksgiving was, different things. But and then your 1 is going to be your social media post. So it's 10, 5, 3, 2, 1 IPA. And so I'll send this to Priscilla. It is a game changer, because for me, whenever I'm sitting in my office, even though I can have all day long, and say I go to look for a post, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? I'm going to get sucked into Facebook. It just happens every single time. But if I know on Mondays I'm going to post something motivational, then I can look on Sunday night for something that I want to post or something that I want to talk about. I can have that already prepared, ready to go. And that was something else that Jared Abart talked about at Leaders Retreat, planning out your post. You don't necessarily have to have the exact post planned out, but plan maybe what you're going to post, the type of post you're going to have each day of the week. So on Mondays, I'm going to try to do motivational. Maybe that's scripture. Maybe it's something motivational in our business, whatever it is. On Tuesdays, maybe that's your testimony day. Whatever you choose to do. And then on Wednesdays, engagement. I want to do an engagement post on Wednesdays. Get people thinking. I've heard Thursdays are a great day to go live. Don't ask me why, but that seems to be what all the gurus say. So I have live on that day. And then on Friday, I think I'm going to start doing my favorite things post, maybe posting about one of my favorite things on Fridays. Now, guys, that doesn't mean that I can't go back in when I see a good testimony throughout the week and post that later in the day. But this is just a great outline for me. So I'm not having to think about, oh my gosh, what am I going to post today? That way I can make them meaningful and make them mine instead of just copy and pasting somebody else's all the time. So that's my top business tip. Plan your week on Sunday.
I absolutely love that because it just takes the stress out of what you're going to do for the week. And it is preparation, but just like Sunday, you know, it's a good time to prep everything you're going to do for the week, lay out everything, put it on your calendar. But, you know, it's a good way to connect with people too, because I feel I'm going to give you a story because I'm all about customer service. That's huge with me. And that's my training as a manager for dental offices for years and years. What I did, I was a dental hygienist, but I ran 3 offices. Customer service. So the other day, well, actually it was in October, I bought Al a birthday cake at Baskin Robbins, and I walk in and there is he had to be probably early 20s at the register. Only person in there, literally, I don't even know if the lights were turned on. The store had been open for hours. I walk in there and I'm just like, hey, how are you? You know, I need a cake. It's my husband's birthday. And this kid literally looked, I say kid, I know he's 20 something, at me. And he was like, I'm tired. What do you need? Literally, that's what he said to me. And I wanted to turn around and walk out had I had another option. That's my husband's cake that we do every year is mint chocolate chip for him from Baskin Robbins. If I'd had another option, I honestly would have turned around and just walked out. And I think that's what we're in these days is there's just people don't know how to talk to people anymore. People don't know how to have a conversation. So, you know, when you're doing your list and things like that, connect with people and really, you know, talk to people, follow up with people. When you do, you know, these posts and people like or respond, send them a little voice message. You know, voice messaging on Facebook is where it's at because they get to hear you. They're not just looking at the same thing that you're writing over and over. So that's, you know, that's what I did for this Slay this season. I just started hitting people up on Facebook Messenger and letting them hear me and talking to them because it connects them, you know. And so customer service has gone out the door these days. And it's really sad to watch and see. So make that part of your business is it's a customer service business. That's what we're doing. We're following up. We're here for our customers. We're here for our ambassadors. So, but yeah.
It's so important too, because, you know, no one wants to feel like a paycheck. No one wants to feel like you're just reaching out to them to make money. They want to know that you truly care about them. And I think that's so important. So I love that you told that story.
Yeah, it made me sad. My youngest was with me too. It was such a good teaching moment. I'm just like, do you guys see like how bad it is? I'm like, it's like I'm bothering him to be at his store to buy something.
Right.
And it was uncomfortable. So it's a good teaching moment, but you know, it's just true to business for sure is just setting the tone always, you know, staying endearing, you know, especially on your posts. We've always said for years, you know, if you're running your business through Facebook, be careful what you post when it comes to politics or what you're posting about certain things, because that customer that might have been, you know, looking at ordering from you just got offended by the fact that you just put something out there that, you know, it may not even be your biggest passion that you're talking about Donald Trump or whoever. And you just post, right. You know, you just didn't even think about it. And then now that person that was just going to buy something from you is like, yeah, I don't know about that. I can't support that.
Well, yeah, and that's so true. Yesterday, I wanted to post about the Pilates place that I've been going to because they told me 4 months ago I could put my account on I could freeze my account for 4 months. And then I could decide after those 4 months I could cancel or I could come back. Either way. Well, I called yesterday to cancel, and guess what? They told me I had to be active for 3 months or active for another 30 days. So I was so mad, y'all. I wanted to go on Facebook and tell everybody, do not go there, like, because the way they did it was not right. But y'all, I had to stop. I actually did not really get on Facebook yesterday because I wanted to post about it so bad. But I thought, am I going to share the negative or am I just going to be quiet? And sometimes it's better to be quiet than to post the negative. So I think it's
I agree with that. And it's true. Somebody could be connected to that. It's not like you have to be fake on Facebook. I know the Facebook world is always bright and shiny. We're not, you know, telling you to be fake. Be yourself. Absolutely. But just steer clear of some things that can be truly controversial when it comes to your business. So I learned the hard way a couple of times on those things. I try to be funny, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe it's not funny to everybody. Okay. So the next thing, Cheyenne, how do you stay motivated for the holidays? How do you stay motivated in general when everyone's so busy? We're all running around. So how do you especially stay motivated around this time?
I think just pouring into myself and then meeting with people that want this business, right? That work, that I can work with. Kim Waller is a great example. Just doing those Better Together events, that motivates me. When we get together and have these events where we do a little bit of training, but it's more fellowship, that's motivating to me. Getting together with other ambassadors and just building those relationships, to me, that's motivating. It makes me want to stay in this business. It makes me want to help others go further in this business. And so that's really, I think, for me, that is key. Building those relationships and then just working with those relationships. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I think putting your effort into the people that really want to succeed is, what you have to do. You'll wear yourself out trying to make people want to do this. So I agree. I think you have to completely hone in on those that want to try and want to work for it. And those are the people that are going to see results. So my puppy's right down here. So if you hear her running around, she's actually going to the vet tomorrow to get spayed. But she might be barking here in a minute. But I agree on that totally. Which product or products are you loving right now, Cheyenne? I know we change this all the time, but what is your go-to, like something you would never miss?
So Hunger Control Slim. I am loving Hunger Control Slim. And then Joyum. Every single night, I do not go without my Joyum. Ever, ever, ever. And then, of course, throughout winter, X Factor and probiotic are huge. But the new lean, the vanilla, I like the chocolate, but the vanilla is so stinking yummy.
Good.
And so I'm actually having to restart. I'm just full honesty here. I'm having to restart my 2-week challenge. Now, I don't know if Plexus will accept that or not, but I've got to start it for myself. I did great for about 5-6 days, and then we went to my niece's wedding. I had lost over 4 pounds. I've kept the 4 pounds off, but then it was like I started just, after I ate a little bit of cake and started eating what I wanted, and then Thanksgiving rolled around, so tomorrow I'm hitting it hard again. But y'all, that lean, you can see incredible results quickly. Sorry, my daughter just walked in. Okay, baby, I love you. So I just think people can see if they're using Hunger Control Slim and they're using that one of the leans, any of the 3 leans, I think people are going to see some pretty big results. And same with the Joyum. I think if people are consistent with it, they will see results of some sort. And so those are my favorite go-tos right now, just because people can see results quickly. And I think that's what keeps the momentum going in our business.
I agree. And I am a diehard ProBio 5. I will always love that product. It has saved me from bloating. I have issues with certain foods, like tomatoes give me trouble. I can't have regular pizza, but if I can eat pizza with different sauce, which is really sad that I can't have it with. And that was my GI specialist told me years ago that I would never be able to have it. But I'm like, can have it when I have ProBio 5. Not that I need to be eating pizza. But I am restarting tomorrow as well. I started, and I can tell you guys honestly, that Monday when I started, which my friend goes, you're crazy, Thanksgiving's coming up. I'm like, I'm going to go for it. I had lost like 4 pounds in like 3 or 4 days. Mm-hmm. And I was shocked. But I have to restart too as well, because I did pull a muscle in my back working out at Orange Theory. But I have switched up, and I'm going to take some Bikram yoga. I have signed up for a month of that, as well as some Orange Theory, but just to stop myself from injury, I think, for a little bit. So I'm going to restart tomorrow. But the lean, that vanilla lean is incredible. Absolutely love it. Keeps me full. And so if you really do stick to that schedule that they have on that Slay the Season page, where it says, shake in the morning, and then your hunger control, and shake in the morning, and your edge and your hunger control, it really is a magic formula. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. And I would take edge occasionally. But when I started doing the Slay the Season challenge, I started taking edge again. Y'all, I forgot how much I loved it. Oh my gosh. And that is, I take the Slim, Hunger Control, my Lean. I take X Factor, Probio 5, Vital Biome, Bio Cleanse, Mega X, and E. And now I've added edge back in every single day, and then my Joyum. So it's hard to say what I love the most, but when I'm telling somebody which products to take, it's usually the Triplex with Hunger Control Slim, now Lean, because I love the taste of it. I was never a shake girl, so I love that. And then our Joyum. So
yeah, it's a total routine. But I can tell you, I remember Al's grandfather. Of course, he wasn't around to start Plexus, but I will remember his pill box. He lived in 92, guys, and every day he had a little section he took 20 pills a day, and he wasn't even on any prescriptions. So, but that's because he took a vitamin and he took something that he knew he needed to take every day. And I can tell you, his doctors were like, whatever he's got going on is working. And, my dad is the same way. I'm all about supplements. So even though Cheyenne's got all these things that she takes and it's a routine, it's important because each thing serves a function and to help us feel better, keep us, I'm telling you, the Lean at night when I'm doing Slay of the Season, I go down to 1 scoop of Lean, the vanilla, because I can't even. So, sorry, hold on, my dog. Sorry, that would be dogs fighting with each other. So anyway, yeah. So if you get to that point where you're super full, you can totally go down to one scoop of the Lean, or anything you need, to get yourself through that night. But there were a couple times I was like, man, I'm not even hungry for for anything at dinner. And then if I do try to snack or something like that, I'll do like some raw vegetables or snow peas or something like that along the way. But Cheyenne and I wanted to take the time for sure to let all of you guys know, since everybody's under me and then everybody's under Cheyenne, just how much we appreciate you guys and thank you so much, for supporting us all these years. We jumped into this business not knowing what the heck it even was. At one point, we would be at meetings together looking at each other like, I don't know, just whatever's going on. But how cool that it's evolved to where it is now, Cheyenne. And the training that's available, the information. I remember Sarah Marvel talking one time and standing up because she's one of the very first. And she was like, when I started, I printed things out on a pink piece of paper and was like, here's your training. It'd be like one sheet. Here's Plexus Slim. So the involvement of what has changed over the years is amazing. The contest. So it's just a really great time to be in Plexus and what's available. So Cheyenne, did you want to add anything to that? I'm so excited for everybody.
Yeah, no, I totally agree 100% with what you're saying. And y'all, Generation Plexus, y'all's team, y'all are incredible. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Y'all are killing it. Y'all are. And it's so exciting to see. It's so fun to watch different legs take off. And this team is one of our strongest legs by far. And it's because y'all work hard. Y'all have incredible leaders on this team. And then there's so many new up and coming leaders. And it's so fun to watch. So just thank you all so much. And just for all of your hard work. And I know not every season is always easy, but it's always worth it. And I've heard really cool things are coming after the new year. So that is just what I've heard. I don't have any good tips or any secret news or anything like that, but that is what I've heard. So I'm super, super excited. If you have not signed up for Super Saturday, please do that, especially if you're in the Dallas area. I'm going to be hosting. I'm not going to be presenting, but I'll be hosting. And so I would love to see y'all there. But y'all, no matter if you're in Dallas or wherever you are, it is a must to get to Super Saturday. this Super Saturday is going to be different. It's going to be amazing, and you don't want to miss it. I promise you. So.
That's so exciting. I love Super Saturday. It's such a neat event to get to for everybody. So I am going to just kind of go over, like we talked about Slay the Season. Don't forget, guys, that ends on December 14th at 10:59 Central Standard Time. So let everybody know that there's still time to get involved and get, everything submitted. So let people know that that's still going on. It's still a possibility. It's some big prizes still to have. Black Friday special ends tonight at 10:59 Central Standard Time. And then I also read, the Joy sets are running out. So make sure and let everybody know, private message them, private voice message them, and let them know that that's all ending soon. So, and then I think it's time for me to do a couple of drawings. So exciting. I'm not going to let you know what it is because I went back and forth. I talked to Terry Jo, and I know I was like, there's not that many surprises in life. So I'm just going to ship it to you, and it comes in the mail, and you can be like, yay, that's so exciting. So I thought that would be more fun. So my child here is going to help draw. She wrote down all the names. She has not been feeling well, so she has decided to help me out tonight because I think she doesn't have to go back to school tomorrow. Lucky. Okay. Draw a name, girl. She's hiding from the camera. All right, Jessie Winter. Woohoo! All right, one more. I love seeing everybody on here too. Everybody's names. I'm so excited. Hi, everybody. All right, one more. You got it? And Liz. So exciting. Oh, can you see it? There she is. Yep, they're right by each other. Yeah, exactly. And I want to thank, too, just before we get off, guys, I wanted to thank my amazing leaders on this team. They truly do all of it for me. It's amazing. I have the easiest part in this. I'm telling you, they're so incredible. I know you guys know all of who they are. Mindy, Terry Jo, Deborah, Yolanda. And pretty much anybody on here is pretty amazing. But Julianne, Amy, Jennifer, everybody. You guys blow my mind all the time. I was watching and just recapping on some things this week, and I got all teary-eyed and was talking to my husband about how awesome that I can, sometimes like take a break and do what I need to do, and I know that all of this is taken care of. So how cool is that when we have some pretty awesome and amazing leaders that can fill shoes and actually, I pull from them often. I ask them, what I need to do or what's happening. So thank you all so much. Thank you for being on these 12 gifts that we're doing. So neat and exciting. And don't forget about the things that are ending and the Joy sets that are running out. Everybody get their silk satin pillow. So don't forget. Cheyenne, thank you.
Thanks for having
me on. Send you some lunch date options. So thank you guys. Have a great week. Back to reality. Here we go from our time off. But thank you so much, and we will see you guys next Sunday.
Bye, guys.